Assalamualaikum everybody, I'm Tipian Ahmed and I'm here at RIS at the Match for Aary booth, and they have teamed up with Canadian Blood Services and OneMatch for a special cause. And with me right now is Yusuaf, who is the cousin of Aary, and he will be telling you more about the event.
Assalamu alaikum, thanks for having me guys. So I just wanted to let you guys know about Aaryan's story. I'm Aaryan's cousin, and essentially Aaryan is a 10-year-old boy who is in need of a bone marrow donor. So Aaryan has a condition called aplastic anemia. Aplastic anemia is a condition where the cells in the body are not producing the bone marrow in the body is not producing the required cells that it needs. Specifically in Aaryan's case, the primary cells that are affected are his platelets, which are cells that are for clotting his blood, and the white blood cells, which fight off infections. Okay, and those are the cells that are produced by the bone marrow. So Aaryan, back in November, was diagnosed with this condition after various medical tests, including blood work, bone marrow tests, and since then he's become very, very dependent on blood transfusions, and he visits the hospital multiple times per week, and under some circumstances he's even in the hospital for extended periods. So ultimately it's very tough for a 10-year-old to be a kid whenever you're spending all your time in the hospital, not in school, not with your friends. So that's why we're here looking for a bone marrow match for Aaryan.
Thank you for that. Another question is, what does being a donor entail?
So being a donor, we've partnered up with Canadian Blood Services to essentially find donors. Now in this case, you're not necessarily specifically a donor for registering to be a possible donor for Aaryan. You're registering to be a donor for anybody worldwide. Now, being a donor, essentially by Canadian Blood Services standards, you have to be between 17 and 35. The preference is males, however, females are still eligible, and in good health. And what the process involves is one of two different types of donation for stem cells. The first type is where they need what's called peripheral stem cells. So they have two IVs, one in each arm, and the blood essentially leaves the body to one side, and the components of the blood are separated, the stem cells are taken, and then the blood is returned to the body to the other side. And that's a process that takes about 4 to 6 hours. The second type of donation of stem cells is the bone marrow donation specifically. And what that entails is a fine tip needle that's inserted into the hip, and that's where they take the bone marrow from. And that's done with some anesthetic to prevent any pain and such.
Thank you. The last question is, so why would you set up here at RIS specifically an Islamic conference?
We've been told by Canadian Blood Services that the many ethnicities in the Islamic community are underrepresented in the database and the registry for bone marrow donation. So there's underrepresentation from Central Asians, from Middle Easterners, from Southeast Asians, and this is an excellent location for us to find more possible donors, people who are willing to donate for a cause to ultimately save a life. And really, more than likely, if you are called upon to be a donor, you could be saving the life of somebody you know, and it could be somebody you don't know.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of the St. Catherine's Muslim Youth Committee, I would like to thank you so much for your time and for the interview.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And may Allah continue to guide you and help you through your match for Aary. And I would like to invite all of you guys to our event that will be happening on January 8th for you to have the chance to save a life. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair, and have a nice day.